So Nottingham Forest 0, Arsenal 0. Another limp, weak, spineless performance. Nuno Espirito Santo after the game absolutely mudded Arteta and Martin Keown live in 8K pitch side. Martin Keown asked him the question, how come she didn't play 5 at the back today? Nuno's reply was because they don't have a striker, so we just needed to flood the midfield, really. They're mugging us off. Yeah, fair play to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, in fact, they probably had one of the best chances of the game with Chris Wood. From start to finish, the game was boring. But that's nothing new. We're used to boring. We've seen that from the Wolves game at the start of the season. But at no point did myself or Ola, Matty on the watch along, yourself in a minute, Kenny, I'll get your views. I don't know whether you thought it, but none of us three and my chat actually thought we were going to score. If anything, we thought Forest would nick it 1-0. They didn't. But at the same time, Liverpool again put on a show. I think Newcastle had 0 shots on target. Mohamed Salah run the game again. Szoboszlai balling out. McAllister's goal was cold. And they could have scored about 5 or 6. The title's done. We know it's done. The players know it's done. And that performance sums up our entire season. What did you make of that, Kenny? Make sure you follow Kenny 1972 on Insta.
You know what? All that possession, all those shots, 1 shot on target. Even when we got in behind them, and obviously like I said, the flag went up for offside. We still couldn't put the ball away. I mean, who puts it on the plate for your captain to miss 2 sitters? All right, the flag saved his bacon, but come on, it's just becoming ridiculous. I mean, some of our players, it's like they're taking turns for worst performance of the season. I mean, Trossard. I don't know what Trossard was pathetic today, non-existent in every area going. But you get the like I said, some of our fans blaming Sterling. So hang on here.
It's on the pitch 10 minutes.
He only got 10 minutes. How about digging out Trossard? Why is he exempt from blame? Oh no. You've got to talk about every player available. Mine under God had so many touches of the ball. How many through passes, penetrating passes did he make? Not one. Set pieces again. You know I've got a bee in my bonnet about the set pieces. Saying
11 corners, Kenny.
Yeah, you cannot rely on set pieces. A club like Arsenal, who are trying to win the league, trying to play attractive football, you cannot rely on this nonsense. The novelty has worn off. Last season, it stood us in really good stead. Parts of the season, occasionally it's stayed in good stead. But if you're relying on it, it's pathetic. Milenkovic and Morello, both of them are set-piece experts from a defensive point of view. Yes, there were a couple of chances where Marino had a header and straight at Sells, and Sells puts over the bar. And Kieran Tierney loses his man and he puts it wide. But that's it. Tell me again where we hurt Nottingham Forest. All teams are doing now is they think, you know what? If you play against Arsenal, give it half an hour, stay in the game. They're going to play with a lot of pace, precision, and power. If you can withstand that after half an hour, they'll run out of ideas. And then plan B will be set pieces. Just all you've got to do is hold on to them, but fall down. Referees are watching Arsenal with their set pieces. They're going to think, you know what? It's an easy day. It's easy. I mean, come on. Nuno Espirito Santo basically laughed at us and said, well, they got no striker. What have I got to be scared of? We don't scare anybody. And therein lies the problem. I mean, last week, we were celebrating the fact that Liverpool drew 2-2 at difficult places like Goodison Park and Villa Park. Aston Villa away from home is a different kettle of fish from Aston Villa at home. They're a formidable side at home where they've got an intimidating atmosphere. Liverpool, let's face it, could have nicked it. Goodison Park, Liverpool went to Goodison Park, scored a couple of goals, conceded a 97th minute equaliser. Guess what? They're still good points. Arsenal fans started thinking, oh, maybe we could do it. Maybe we could do it. 2 games later, we've gone from potentially being 5 points behind them to 13. How has this happened? I'll tell you it's happened. We've never, ever been good enough, Lee. we are not good enough. Our players, Odegaard, was Odegaard going for a purple patch in 23 and 24? Or is this his level? Because right now, throughout this season, he's been ineffective.
Yep. Martin Odegaard, that's that season that he had where he scored 15 goals. That was an anomaly. He'll never do that ever again. Yeah, this is what Martin Odegaard has been doing, but Saka's been battling him out, Kenny. You've been live and direct at the games, and he's battled him out.
If that's the case, then we got a problem now. We got to get rid of him and get someone else in. But I was having a chat with someone, and obviously he doesn't want to be named. He started reeling out the sort of players we can get. He reeled that Eberechi Eze. He normally reels out Gyökeres. He normally reels out certain midfielders as well. And I said to him, "What's the point? We've got a manager who's basically a blocker of talent, that is married to that system, that wretched system, and it's married to certain personnel." And he said, "Well, if that's the case, how about we get rid of this manager and get a new manager in? So therefore, if we get the new manager in, he'll be able to get the players we need, and he'll be able to work a system around him." And I couldn't help but agree with the guy, because that's how I feel. Mikel Arteta has run his course. You can't talk about progression and bad luck. You can say if we say come May, we're about 2 or 3 points beyond Liverpool, which is never going to happen. But say we were, and we were competitive with Liverpool all season, and the reason why we weren't able to stay in the standing because Saka was injured, because Havertz is out for the rest of the season. Martinelli has had a semi-long-term injury. Benjamin White has had injuries. You could just about take it and give him some kudos, because for us to be 2 or 3 points behind Liverpool, we've had to play well all season, but just had a bit of bad luck. We've been, to use your words, we've been shit all season. We've been absolute shit all season. I don't know where people are not seeing this. We're going through the same ground as we did before. We had the same kind of exchange after Newcastle away. We had the same exchange after Bournemouth. The Everton game was the same situation, where you had a watch along that took about 3 or 4 hours, because there was so much traction. People sending so many super chats because they wanted to know what was wrong. This is the 15th December. It's now the 26th of February. Well, in about a few minutes' time, it's going to be the 27th of February. Where you are is the 27th of February. That's 2 months. Nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is that we've gone from being 6 points behind Liverpool to now 13 points. And the worst thing about it is that all our next home games up until the 26th of April are against London opposition.
Yeah.
Chelsea, not particularly great defensively, but they've got a few injuries. But they will look at that and say, "You know what? Just stay in the game. Stay in the game. If we can keep Cole Palmer could turn up for us, and we could use it in midfield, we may nick something, but we have for a point." Brentford, Wizza scored his 13th goal today. Can you imagine it? We're complaining about cutting edge, goal threat, and goal production. Brentford have got 2 players in double figures, and it's not even March. Wizza, 13 league goals. My guy, Mbemo, 15 league goals. Mbemo's even had an injury this season. Wizza had to miss a game because he had to attend a court case where someone tried to throw acid at him in Paris. So they've had players out. They've lost Ivan Toney, their main man. And what have they done? 2 players have replicated the goals that we thought they'll be missing with when Ivan Toney's now playing in Saudi Arabia. That's Brentford. Crystal Palace have got a guy called Mateta who couldn't hit a barn door from a yard. All of a sudden,
and now he's level on goal. Now he's level on goals with Salah since Glasner rocked up.
Yeah. So you look at him now. How many goals do you think he's got? He must be on his 14 and 15 goals.
Yeah, since Glasner's turned up at that football club, he scored the same amount of Prem goals as Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
Like, what we're doing here? That's
Yeah,
called
and
proper
that's
coaching, Kenny.
yeah, but that's the thing. We're upset. It's 13 points. It's going to be more because I
It'll be
can't
about
see us.
15 to 20 points, mate.
No, it can even get worse. I have no confidence that we're going to beat Man United. Not because Man United are great side. It's because we will find a way to
They've
dominate the
given
game.
up. They've given up.
But they're not. They're giving up. The reason why, because the simple reason is that they know the game's up. Arteta can have as many rallying calls as he likes. The fact is the game's up. But the problem is, us as fans are going to have to endure a lot of white flag performances. Don't get me wrong. On the surface, you're going to see a lot of ball retention, a lot of possession, a lot of attacking endeavour. But you will know there's no cutting edge. There's no chance of us putting the ball in there. Martinelli will come back, add a bit of pace, won't make any difference. He's been playing shit all season. Declan Rice will work his nuts off, but you saw his corners today. Nothing.
Pathetic.
You know what summed Declan Rice up today and summed us up? The last kick of the game, instead of trying to, put in a curling cross, he tried to play a diagonal ball
After taking a minute and a half to take the free kick when we needed a goal.
He played a diagonal ball to Gabriel. It didn't work. He spent all full time having a go arguing with Gabriel about that free kick. That sums us up. We've run out of ideas.
It's over, mate. It's done. But listen,
make
make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972.
Yeah, it's done, mate.
At least we don't have a game this weekend. Can he get angry about? Yeah, because this man just dumps out that cup as well.
You got a prediction from me, and by all means, quote me, and I hope I'm wrong. We will not beat PSV. We will lose by the odd go to PSV, and then when they come to the Emirates on the 12th of March, my birthday,
your birthday,
I promise you, I'm going to spend my birthday complaining to you about us going out of another tournament.
Well, on that bombshell, follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. Love always, Kenny, and we're out. Cronky out.